6 o'clock, and we're going to call the meeting to order.
Thank you.
So roll call.
Mayor Breeden.
Here.
Mr. Maurer.
Here.
Ms. Stevens.
Here.
Mr. Heyman.
Present.
Mr. Kyle Blades on the phone.
Present.
5 present. We have a quorum.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
We
Mayor-
have to do this all by roll call since Kyle is not with us, so Rika?
Just in spirit.
He's not here with us physically. Okay,
Mayor Breeden.
yes.
Mr. Maurer.
Yes.
Ms. Stevens.
Aye.
Mr. Heyman.
Aye.
Mr. Blades.
Aye.
5 ayes, motion carries.
Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. Lord, be with us tonight as we do our duty, as we continue to do what's best for this community and the city. And we ask your blessings on all of us, those who are here with us and those that aren't. And please keep all of us safe and understand that there's a lot of people in this community who are concerned and dealing with COVID, and those that are living with it, and those that are living as best they can with it. So, Lord, please be with us all, and we ask this in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Okay, public comment on items not on the agenda. Is there anyone on the line who would like to do this? This is do I need to read it or? Okay, persons wishing to address the council on matters that are within the council's jurisdiction and do not already appear on the agenda may do so at this time pursuant to the Brown Act. The City Council may not take action on any item that does not appear on the agenda. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes. Public comment section of the agenda is limited to a total of 1 hour. Speakers are asked to provide his or her name. So, Solomon, I see you here. Please come up. And if you are wanting to address public comment and you're calling in, please do so at this time.
Solomon Ryder, 605 Suzanne Street. Good evening, Madam Mayor, council members, and city managers. I know this item might be in city manager's report, but I just wanted to see if there is any update on the grant we are working on. I know city is working very diligently on this, and where we stand and what we are trying to do to help our restaurants at this time in anticipation of the grant. So,
Sir?
Yes, we sent out applications. We've received 12 applications so far to date. They're currently being processed. One of the biggest purchase items are portable heaters. We have ordered 50 heaters. 10 will be here tomorrow, and the remaining balance of 40 will be here in 2 weeks. Fairly good. We were able to pick them up at United Rentals. They were the only place local that had them. They could get them in stock. If you looked out online, everybody and his brother's out there trying to get a portable heater now. So we're fairly fortunate to be able to buy them local. We're able to purchase 50 propane tanks from True Value. We're currently in the process of buying tables and chairs and Easy Ups and tents from United Rentals also. So those are all being ordered and processed. And Melissa Anchetta is the one that is the employee that has been dealing directly with the restaurants. And as you know, this was both Rika and Melissa's project. So we're hoping to be able to get as much out as we can here in the next couple weeks. A lot of it's just logistics and getting it ordered online and getting it into town. So that's where we're at.
thank you, sir. I know you are doing a good job. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Rika, you also. Thank you.
Thank you. What are we hearing the feedback on? Is that from?
It's based on Matthew's trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to close
All
that
right.
door.
Well, we closed the door. I thank you, Dave, for doing that. I thought that's what we were hearing. Okay. Is there anyone wishing to address the council on public comment on the video? Anyone on the call-in?
Much better. Thank you, Jed.
Thank you. Please address your comments to council, sir.
Yes, hi. This is Dave Matthews. I don't know how many times I've quoted Samuel Adams. I won't quote it again right now, but you guys can look it up. And if you don't believe that there is widespread immorality in this country, you haven't been paying attention. I, among other things, have a problem with my internet here, and I don't think it's on my end. I think it's a daggone provider. But I just watched you do the Pledge of Allegiance while I was waiting for this. So that's how far behind it is, and that's ridiculous. My comments are that I'm very disappointed in the way things are going in this country right now. And if we don't get the people to wake up and realize what is really happening, it's going to be lost. We're going to be losing. This country is not going to be the same. And right now, it's almost there. So wake up and pay attention. Get your morals together, and act like the founders of this country really wanted. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else waiting to call in, please, for public comment? Please do so at this time. Please address your questions or comments. Caller?
This is Marilyn Neal, and I would just like to take the opportunity as Mrs. Stevens' time on the council comes to a close. I would really like to commend her and thank her for the most stellar job of a council person I have seen in the 40 years that I have lived here. I have watched not only from the council meetings, but as a friend from a distance, knowing the hours, the endless hours of research and diligent study that she's done. Even though she's had a family to raise, she's been just relentless in her pursuit of her duties and in her her giving heart to those who were on the council and to those who were within the community, listening, just attending to needs that others had no idea that were needed, and following up. And I appreciate so much the work that she did to bring beautiful equipment to our city parks, above and beyond her duties, saving the city countless thousands of dollars. I just want to commend her completely and let her know publicly how much I appreciate her service. I think Ridgecrest is going to have to look long and hard to find anyone who has been this committed as a council person. Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Other public comment, please? Call in if you are at this time. Are there any other calls, Gary? I hear none. Okay, we will then go on to council announcements. Anyone? Lindsay?
I think that they're lighting the tree this weekend on Friday. And so we welcome you. We don't get to have our normal celebration, unfortunately, but please come drive through and see the tree. As you notice, some of the lights are already up, and thanks for all the staff who did that. They look great down Ridgecrest Boulevard and around here. So
Thank you for doing that. I was going to commend our staff for their efforts. The chambers and the whole city staff has done a great job for both in and out and with what's coming, so we appreciate all their work. Okay, the next item is consent calendar. All items on the consent calendar are considered to be routine and non-controversial by city staff. Consent items may be approved in one motion if no member of the council or audience wishes to comment or ask questions. If comment or discussion is desired by anyone, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered in listed sequence with the opportunity for any member of the public to address the city council concerning an item before action is taken. Is there any council members who wish to have the consent calendar changed? Is there any public who would like to do that? Okay, seeing none, we'll make a motion.
I move approval.
second.
Mayor Breeden,
Aye.
Mr. Mauer,
Aye.
Ms. Stevens,
Aye.
Mr. Heyman,
Aye.
Mr. Blades.
Aye.
5 ayes, motion carries.
Okay. The next item is committee reports.
I don't think any meant.
I know we have other committee meetings coming up later on in this month, but I don't think anybody has met. Okay, then we will come then to other committees, boards, and commissions. Nobody has met with that. Oh, we are going to set a record tonight, aren't we? City managers report.
Now I get to make my report now, so I'll be quite.
You got 45 minutes.
Got 45 minutes. Wow, I'm gonna have to really stretch it. Just a couple of announcements and notices. As you can see, our lights have been installed. They're installed last week. The rest of the media project will be done next week. They'll be here installing all the backroom equipment and all the new video equipment. So it should be good to go by our next meeting. So we're. Which one?
Oh,
What?
I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Doesn't look like it's on to me.
Yeah, we'll have to start with our makeup, I guess. So we're also looking at next week getting our automatic door in the council chambers installed. That will be completed. Announcement, Narissa Wegener, who was Jason Patton's analyst, will be the interim Parks and Rec director. Jason's last day of work was yesterday. Also, we have out for job announcements, the deputy city manager position, the public work director position. Those applications are due by December 19th. And it appears so far we've had several people that have applied. And that's all I have at this time.
Thank you, sir. Future agenda items, anyone? Okay, mayor and council comments, anyone?
I'd just like to mention the major uptick we've had in cases in Ridgecrest. I'm getting a little concerned about that. I hope we're still doing what we should be doing to try to curtail that. I think I heard last week we had over 70 new cases. And considering we went so long with hardly anything, that's quite a jump. But in the meantime, holidays are upon us, and I wish everybody, well, I guess I can wish everybody happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year next meeting, because we'll be here. So that's all I've got to say.
Okay. Anybody else?
I just really hope that we can maintain freedoms in this city. Other cities, like where my parents live, have issued mask mandates and made the businesses be subject to fines if they don't enforce it. And I really hope our city doesn't ever consider anything of that sort, because kicking the businesses while they're down already is a terrible thing. And I believe people should have their personal liberty and make their own personal choices.
Scott?
I'd just like to say I've enjoyed working with Mayor Breeden and Councilman Stevens, and I wish you both well on your extra time that you're going to have for yourselves to do other things. And so anyway, like I said, I've enjoyed being a part of or having you and working with you on the council.
Okay. I would like to make a couple of comments here at this time. First, I'd like to ask our city manager, Ron, when you're talking to the other city managers, I was listening to the mayor of West Covina talk about getting a public health department in the city and trying to combat some of the governor's predictions and resolutions and pronouncements. And I'm wondering if any of our other city managers are talking about that. I did hear that Santa Clarita and Lancaster are talking about working together to try to get a health department that would not do the work of the counties that they're in, but offset some of that.
Right. I think what you're seeing is that the County of Los Angeles is requiring further restrictions than the state. And so the individual cities, and I believe it's Pasadena has its own health department, and so they were able to keep their outdoor dining open through inspections. So since our county is not implementing anything more restrictive than the state, then there's really no need for anybody to be concerned about that within Kern County. And I think that's just why you're seeing that specifically in Los Angeles County.
Okay.
Did you see where one of the supervisors in Los Angeles County abhorred going out to dinner, and then she went out to dinner?
No, she voted. She voted to get rid of outdoor dining
Because it's so dangerous.
and then went and had dinner.
Went and had dinner.
Yeah.
The mayor of San Fran, or someone, mayor or city council person up in San Francisco did the same.
I'm going to ask again to all of our community, please support our local businesses during this holiday time. Spend your dollars locally. Please go to our restaurants and that are particularly impacted and order food to go. Have it delivered. Please spend your dollars locally. It's easy to go click and order from Amazon or any of those other places, but our businesses here need your support more than ever. And all the years that you've gone to them and asking them to support your ball teams, to support your efforts, to support whatever endeavors you're working on, please remember that they've always been there for you. Now is our time to be there for them. And I would like to thank all of you for the fine wishes that you've given to both Lindsay and me. I am still going to be here. I'll just be in a different seat, that's all. And I did want to share with you, I chose not to run because I have a tumor that was bothering me, and I expected that I was going to have brain surgery before this next election, and I was worried that if I did do that, that it would impact the potential of other people coming out and running. And I found out after it was too late for me to go ahead and say I am going to run, that I am not going to have that. So even more now, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be sitting out there talking to all of you and asking, especially those things that we were working on, taking care of our employees, finding the money to get the raises for them, the service to pay for that, and we need to take care of that as well as some of the issues I've been working on for so long. So I will again thank you. I know we will all be here the next council meeting, but we will swear in our new council and new mayor, and I wish them the very best. Please, folks, if you didn't win, or you ran or thinking of running, there are so many committees that need your support and your help. And this is a way to familiarize yourself even more with what happens with the city. Get involved, talk to the council and say, I'd like to work, I'd like to volunteer. And if you're not appointed to a to a committee, please volunteer your services all over the city. It's much needed, deeply appreciated, and you're going to learn a lot. So with that, I think we are going to adjourn in 20 minutes. The shortest council meeting I've ever been at. So thank you all. Good night, and thanks for coming.
Promise the next meeting.